That's a classic right there. Show the Arnold pic it's based on. Oh yeah, the Captain America drawing is based on this from Arnold Schwarzenegger, which makes it worse because he had like a reference image of this. Like so it wasn't just him like doodling it or whatever. It was like actually inspired by, yeah, so it's worse now because like he had an actual, yeah, like something to look at. One thing a lot of people have trouble with when it comes to drawing muscular characters is that they don't realize that when you're muscular, it doesn't make your ribcage bigger. That's a key. If you ever want to get good at drawing muscular people in a realistic sense, draw their skeleton first, because the beefiest people have the exact same skeleton as like skinny people. You just add meat on top of it. But people will draw muscular people having like larger rib cage and like wider shoulder bones and shit, and you know. Except for Andre the Giant. Yeah, except for Andre the Giant. Andre the Giant, Arnold, Conan. Wild shit, man. Can you imagine being one of the 17 or 18 girls they slammed when going out to the club that night? Holy shit. Yeah, Wilt Chamberlain, Andre the Giant, Arnold Schwarzenegger there in the middle. Look up Yao Ming and Shaq. Humans are wild, man. Crazy stuff. Look at this short guy. Look at this dude. That's Arnie? Yeah, that's Arnold Schwarzenegger. He's like 6'2". These Wilt Chamberlain I think is 7'4", and Andre the Giant was 7'1", I think, 7'2", something like that. Yeah. Imagine this is the 6'11" manlet versus the 7-foot Chad right there. Or Dwayne Johnson and Shaq. Yeah, you can find, yeah, just any images of tall guys to that, like when one of them is too tall for the other ones. Could I, wait, hold on. Andre the Giant next to a girl. Just any girl. Oh, she let you hit it because you're goofy? Well, she let me hit it because I'm a literal human giant. Also, he was goofy. It's kind of hot. I mean, Andre, there is an appeal, right? I feel like even, because Andre's not, you know, the most handsome guy in the world, but I feel like if you're a chick, it's like, okay, well, what other chance am I going to get to like, yeah. Oh yeah, he was a good dude, I think. Everything I've heard from Andre, he seemed like he was a pretty cool guy. Oh yeah, here's him out at the pub with a beer can. That's real, by the way. You can believe it. Yeah, he definitely earned his name. Nice guy. Really interesting life. All right, sorry. Got distracted there. But distracted in a fun and interesting way. Imagine how expensive it must have been for her to get drunk. Oh, God. Wait, actually, I wonder. Andre the Giant, daily calories. Is there any 7,000 calories a day? Yeah, I figured. Andre the Giant supposedly drinking 105 beers in one sitting. That might be a legend. Maybe. It might be possible. 105. No, yeah. I mean, he would have had to get up and pee a couple times there, but no, yeah, wow. Andre used to drink all the time to numb the pain because he refused to use painkillers. Yeah, unfortunately, you know, the stuff that made him real big also, like, kind of killed him, you know. He wasn't just a tall guy. He had gigantism, didn't he? His own weight crushed him. Yeah, that's the square cube law right there. That's the reason why living things can't get that big. Unless they're in the water. There's a limit to how big stuff on land can get. The materials that we use to construct our bodies have higher engineering requirements the more we weigh. Real tragic, that. What about dinosaurs? Most dinosaurs weren't that big. People think, because they've seen Jurassic Park, they think like all the dinosaurs were like, you know, colossal or whatever. They were real big, don't get me wrong, but the dinosaurs that were the biggest, you know, that were on land, T-Rex was huge, though? It wasn't... Here, hold on. T-Rex was 12 feet high. That's two people standing end on end. Height of elephant. African bush elephant's 10 foot. And elephants would have weighed more than T-Rexes. Do you mean 12 meters? No, I mean 12 feet in height. Not counting their tail. I mean 12 feet, like, off the ground. If you count their tail, though, that's cheating. Tails can get really long. A T-Rex is estimated to have weighed between 11,000 and 15,000 pounds, whereas an elephant, African bush elephant, around 13,000 pounds, up to 15,000. So yeah, African bush elephant would have been about as heavy maybe as the upper end of a T-Rex. What about the big one? The Brontosaurus? That's the big one, right? Weight of a Brontosaurus would have been estimated to be around 36,000 to 49,000 pounds. That's big! That is big! The Argentinosaurus. Was it found in Argentina? Argentinosaurus. 110,000 pounds? Really? Didn't know things could get that big. Was it? Yeah, it was found in Argentina. Was it living in water? Known as one of the largest known land animals of all time, perhaps the largest. Wow! I didn't know things could get that big. This thing's heart must have been, real heavy. Whew! This one's supposed to be the big one, the Patagotitan. Oh yeah, things that are in the water can be a hell of a lot heavier. Wowza, look at that. The composition of the atmosphere was different back then, which allowed for animals to be bigger. Yeah, wasn't the atmosphere more, oxygen-rich back then? If I remember correctly, one of the big issues with getting real big is about oxygen dissipation. It's about the processes by which your red blood cells carry oxygen to your cells, because your cells need the oxygen. And when you get big enough, the cell walls get thicker because it needs to support the volume of blood that moves through it. But if they're too thick, the oxygen doesn't do osmosis or something. It's something like that. Not an expert. Science! Exactly. I'm trying to find a nice clean size comparison. I'm having trouble doing it. Weight of blue whale. You can tell chat's autistic because you mentioned dinosaurs and everyone starts spamming paragraphs. Yeah, true. Blue whales are just crazy, man. I've always wanted to see one in person, but I also kind of don't want to see one in person. You know? They're awfully big. They're the biggest things ever. Well, not the biggest things ever. The biggest living things ever. You can fit inside of its heart. Yeah. Too big. Honest to God, just too large. Cheating. So difficult to find a proper size comparison. Why can't they just find blue whale size comparison? Why is that so hard? Okay, you know what? Never mind. It's fine. It's fine. What is this somebody keeps linking? The Bagger 293? Oh, I know this thing. Ain't this a German vehicle? This isn't a living thing. Moves like one, though. It's like the biggest mining equipment in the world. It's like the biggest vehicle in the world or something. We're really letting the autism fly. Wait, what? Did we just a video? I don't want music. I thought it was going to be a guy commenting or something. All right. Well, it is definitely very large. Woo! Look at that. Metal Gear. Well, that sure was a fucking Stunlock and a half. Okay. See, I want you guys to know what a Stunlock is and isn't. I'm trying to train you. Like an AI learning algorithm or something. Like you have to learn to identify what is or is not. No, we can't. We can't. I know how susceptible I am to these. Also, we're talking about big things. My autism is flaring up.